What exactly does Generation Z think about voting? Do they feel like their vote matters? Short answer, not as much as we'd like. Here's why.
Okay, so since Donald Trump is now the president-elect, there's no going back now, and he did win the electoral votes by like a lot, like, right? Um, so a lot of people raise the question, is the American election system fair, and does it represent their quote unquote democracy if electoral votes weigh a lot heavier than popular votes?
Any big one. From a very basic standpoint, the idea that yeah, just 7 states really determine the election. I don't know. Not only is it's unfair. It discourages young people from voting. I wrote an article a few weeks back about like Gen Z's how they're going to impact the election, and I was struggling myself because it was in opinions. I was like, well, we should get out there and vote, and I was struggling to find reasons why someone like in Virginia should go out and vote. I was struggling with my own argument because it does it really matter if only Pennsylvania, Michigan, whatever the hell, like, does it really matter for someone in Virginia that just votes?
Yeah, people ask, like, do you feel like your vote matters? And the immediate answer is, yes, it absolutely matters. And then you think about it and you're like, does it matter? Like, I matter within my state, I matter for Congress, for my congressional district. Do I personally really make a difference in the presidential election? I don't think so.
And I think that, like, the point is even more highlighted because you look at the electoral votes that Trump got, and then you look at the popular vote, and it just doesn't seem right. And I know that a lot of my friends have been talking about it, and they're talking about that when they're voting, they're not even sure that they would want to vote because they don't know if it makes a difference. I feel like there's some, I don't know if it's a misconception or just a belief that a lot of people have that sometimes their vote might not matter as much as they want it to.
In all honesty, I can't imagine a world in which you would turn 18 and get this opportunity to participate in our democracy and then not take it. That was so exciting for me when I went and voted. And I can't imagine having that opportunity come up and then be sort of apathetic about, like, I don't know, I think I'm okay. Um, I don't want to be selective or like elitist, but if you don't want to participate in our democracy, then, like, I don't know if I want you to vote anyway.
I agree with that. I think, yeah, the democracy, you wanna keep a democracy, you gotta vote. I think a lot of people just, they see it as a little bit of a waste of time. If all my neighbors, everybody I know else is gonna vote, why should I go vote? Why shouldn't I go just get, especially people that aren't as, because we're pretty privileged, I'd say. People that don't have the same privileges as us, why shouldn't I just use this time to get more work hours and stuff?
I feel like from students, there is a call to government to take action, um, to help us understand why our vote matters. I don't want to just know, yeah, your vote matters. I hear that from everybody, but what what is it? Like, why does it matter? Like, I want to know where my vote goes. I think the specifics really do matter. So, one of our guests, Delaney, actually did vote because she is 18. Could you kind of elaborate on your experience, your voting experience?
It was really exciting. The day I voted, I actually went directly from an interview with a politician to go and cast my vote. Um, I interviewed someone who's on the exact opposite side of the political spectrum as I am. But regardless, it was a really cool experience. So I went from talking to someone who is, looking at going and being a part of this democracy and then turning around and casting my own vote and doing my part. I'm blind, so I vote in a little bit of a different way, but I'm sitting at the machine and I had my headphones on and I had like the little button pad in front of me and I selected my candidate's name and I kid you not, I cried. And then I pushed the button to print it and then I went over to the machine and I put it in there and I got my sticker and I took a picture of the sticker with my guide dog. I feel so lucky to have turned 18 in this year so that I could take part in this election. It felt like such a big historic moment. Even though things didn't go the way I voted for them to go, I was excited to have cast my first vote for a candidate.
I hope if any students are listening to this right now, listening to Delaney's story, you guys will maybe next time, maybe in 4 years, decide, I want to feel the same feeling and go up to whatever voting polling place near you and cast your ballot and kind of make sure your voice is heard, even if it's just through a slip of paper.
How could we make voting hold more weight? Would a change to national popular vote help? Find out in this next video.